learning to live well, because the ultimate essence of life is not a Ferrari.
You see, time is super important. It can determine when things happen, how long things take. It is a super important factor in life. However, life is not just the passage of time. It's so much more than just moving from point A to point B on the timeline.
That invitation all those years ago literally changed my whole life.
It is all about living the dash. Everyone has a start date and an end date and a line in between. And that's what life is living that dash. In that dash is when you collect experiences from the journeys you've gone with your friends, with your family, or just yourself. Things that you've learned along the way.
If someone decides to look until they find the opportunity, see, that is a powerful decision.
Things that you've discovered by just living and being in the moment. Not being terrified of what's coming next or instantly regretting decisions as they happen. It's all about being in the moment and living through it all.
If I struggle to make it clear for you, I make it more clear for myself.
Through the ups and through the downs, all to culminate in an incredible dash. No matter how much time you have left on this planet Earth, you're going to want to fill your time full of experiences and feeling the intensity of those experiences and the emotions that come along with that.
And I couldn't be more proud of anyone in my life than I am of Mark Hughes, leader of Herbalife. My father had 93 years, but it seemed short. In his seemingly long life of 93 years, it was short because it just seems like if we only had more time. Old Testament gives us a view of some people who live to be 5, 6, 7, 8, 900 years old. If I have a chance to ask, I will ask, how come we got short-changed? Wouldn't that be a good question if you had a chance to ask? Imagine 7, 8, 900 years to watch generation after generation after generation after generation stay healthy and well. I mean, you gotta be healthy to make it to 900. Life is not just the passing of time. Life is a collection of experiences and their intensity. Life is not just watching the clock tick away. Life is a collection of experiences, their intensity, their frequency. When my friend Mark died at age 44, someone says, that's young to die. But what if he lived 4 lifetimes in one? He might not be too young. Whatever the span of your life turns out to be, here's what you want to fill it up with. Part of the timing one I just had that experience that I've shared in other seminars when the Girl Scout knocked on my door, and I walked to the door and she gives me the big pitch on the Girl Scout cookies, best organization in the world for girls, got several flavors, time to buy the cookies, only $2. And with a big smile, she very politely asked me to buy. No problem, I wanted to buy. Big problem, I didn't have $2 in my pocket. And I didn't want to tell her that. So I did what I thought was next best. I lied to her. And I said, hey, look, I've already bought plenty of Girl Scout cookies. We've still got plenty in the house we haven't eaten yet. She said, oh, that's wonderful. Thank you very much. And she leaves. When she leaves, I say to myself, I don't want to live like this anymore. I mean, how low can you get lying to a Girl Scout? I told myself that day, this will never happen to me. One of those experiences. It's called like life-changing. I said, I'm going to search till I find better opportunities so my pocket won't be empty and the bank account won't be empty, and I won't be so far behind on my promises to my family. Let me show you what turned my life every way but loose. Mr. Schoaf dropped this idea on me, changed me completely. Setting goals. Here's what can easily happen if you don't set goals. It's easy to let life deteriorate into making a living instead of designing a life. And we all have a choice. Make a living or design a life. It's easy to get trapped by economic necessity and settle for existence rather than substance. But the best advice I can give you on how to break out of that trap is to learn how to set goals. Mr. Schoaf put it to me this way. He said, Jim, if you had enough reasons, you could do the most incredible things. I never forgot how he put that. See, reasons will change your whole life. I think you've got plenty of intelligence, you've got plenty of talent, you've got plenty of ability. Probably what you lack is plenty of reason. He said, I don't think your current bank balance is a true indication of your level of intelligence. I was happy to hear that. He said, I think you're much smarter than your present bank balance indicates. an affair genuinely astonishing when one examines it. You wake up in the morning and lo, your purse is magically filled with 24 hours of the unmanufactured tissue of the universe of your life. It is the most precious of possessions. No one can take it from you. It is unstealable. And no one receives either more or less than you receive. In the realm of time, there is no aristocracy of wealth and no aristocracy of intellect. Genius is never rewarded by even an extra hour a day. And there is no punishment. Waste your infinitely previous commodity as much as you will, and the supply will never be withheld from you. You cannot draw on the future. Impossible to get into debt. You can only waste the passing moment. You cannot waste tomorrow. It is kept for you. You cannot waste the next hour. It is kept for you. I have said the affair was a genuine miracle. Is it not? You have to live on this 24 hours of daily time. Out of it, you have to spend health, pleasure, money, content, respect, and the evolution of your immortal soul. Its right use, its most effective use, is a matter of the highest urgency.